Okay, so just coming back to the project after a pretty much 3 months hiatus, and the feeling is of losing complete and utter momentum. Not just with the project, but I haven't been playing at all. Went into a time of real resistance. I've been surfing around trying to get back into it, and in order to get back to something that you love, you have to face the thread of what you've lost, and that's really, really hard. I'm finding, particularly at this point, as I get older, when different responsibilities come into your life, it gets harder and harder to go back, and then sometimes you're trying to get back to are you trying to get back to something that you were before, and you know that you've moved in your life, and you know that you're not trying to get back there, but equally you don't feel like you've developed like the tools any further than where you once were. And I think maybe this is a block that a lot of artists sort of go through, certainly musicians, because you have certain skills, certain tools, and the idea in life is to try and get better and better and better, and then suddenly you go through a period of not using them less and less. And I'm trying to get the project, forget the project, I haven't been playing, and I feel this sort of, the horrible thing is I feel a kind of sense of shame in myself about that, and I know that at this point I just have to move that. And then you have to get into one's why. I have to get into that why. Why is that resistance there? I think it's so hard to get back into the swing of it, especially when you're not full time like you once were, and you're battling through trying to keep something going, then having that voice in your head. It's like, are you just trying to keep up something that is an older dream that is now dead, or is there something beautiful and noble in allowing something to flourish and to be alive at a new point of your life? And I think that I know in my heart of hearts that you have to find a way to keep what you love going, because that keeps you alive and it keeps your spirit shining. But the problem is that when you have these gaps, you have this stasis, and you feel like you can't overcome it, and it just feels very emotional to sit down at the piano, which I was never good at, started in the pandemic. And all I know is that you just have to have that utter humility to put it all aside and say, are you going to do this again? Are you gonna get that deeper why that wants to pull something out of you, that wants to give something shape, some meaning out of life and reality and all of your experience in an expressible form that might move another human being and that maybe help in some way. And that's one of my dreams, and that's what I'm trying to reach, like trying to tap into, not in a way that I was before, but in a new way. And then I'm so used to unknown roads, but in some ways, it's sort of, as you get older, that becomes a different type of question. You realize that stepping into that unknown has a different formation every period, and that's the wonderful thing, because it challenges you to find something new inside yourself, to ask, it's like, okay, what is the nature of that? Why? Can you clear out other things so that you can return to that absolute source of whatever it is inside that potential that you have, and to have the courage to actualize it, to bring it from potential into an actualized form. And that's the journey of creating something in the arts, and for me, I've lost the thread for a while, and that's okay, because that happens, and I think you have to find that capacity to self-forgive, to bring a sense of levity, and to say, okay, this is where I'm at, and it's time to have the humility of this point here, and to say, right, we're going to pick up the thread the best we can. And if that means activating the failures, that's all right too. Failure is a hard word, but that's what you feel when you're disconnected from something. That's that sort of personal artistic shame that you can feel, that you know is just a devil in your head. But you have to activate this sense of loss and trust in a next path. So that's the journey that I'm trying to start on, because I just realised so much in my heart that for better or worse, for whatever this album is, support or no support, there's no support at the moment, I'm going to try and get it out. That's my resolution. That's why I'm picking up the thread and facing the catastrophe of the algebra of this instrument that I hardly know, and see if I can shape it together into some type of form. Okay. Deep breath to work.